Hi. G'day and welcome to this instructional video on how to calm a crying baby. Just let them cry. Shock, horror. But this baby's not crying, but let's pretend it was crying. So this would be like how to calm a crying baby who's like been put to bed, and then they've woken up. Well, you come and check on the baby and then just let them cry. That's it. Sometimes they just want a good old wah. Now, before you leave them just to cry, you should always check off, my handy little checklist. I've made it into an easy to remember acronym. PUTHSLGB. It's just PUTHSLGB. So P is for poo. Have they pooped? That makes them cry. U is for uncomfortable. So like, is the nappy or diaper like, halfway up their butt? It's rubbing on a butt cheek. That can make them a bit uncomfortable. T for temperature. Is it too hot or too cold in the room? Sort that out. Puths, P-U-T-H, hungry. Have they just been fed or are they due for a feed? Yeah, that's why they're crying. They're trying to yell at you about that. PUTHSLGB. S, are they sick? So you can if you put your fingers on the back of their neck, are they running a temperature? That's where you check if they're running a bit of a temperature. Gives you an idea if they're a bit, snotty in the nose. They'll be crying about that. L is for leg. So puths, L is for leg. Like, is their leg caught in the cot? Or like their arm, and it's been stuck out there, and they've actually been legitimately crying about that, but you've been ignoring them because you've been letting them have a cry, and then you come in and you're all like, oh crap, and you quickly put that leg back in and just back away and never tell your wife about that one. G. G is for gas. I know as a fully grown man, when I'm a bit gassy and can't get it out, I've been known to cry about it. PUTHSLGB. And B, burp. Just pat their back. They might need a burp. And so after you've come in and obviously done that handy acronym, safety checklist of PUTHSLGB, then you're all ready to let the baby cry. A good tip that me and How to Mum use is the 5-10-15 rule. So it's the middle of the night, your baby's woken, shouldn't have woken, you come in, don't say anything, you just pick the baby up. So pretend they're crying, put in a crying sound effect. Don't say anything, just check them. Reassure that they know you're still, you haven't left the house to go gambling or anything. Then you leave the room. 5 minutes later, that's why it's called 5-10-15, come back, do the same thing. Check on them, hey, don't say anything, put them down, leave the room. 10 minutes later, you come back, baby's still screaming its nuts off, sound effect's still going. Don't say anything. Do that, put them back down, leave the room. 15 minutes later, you come back in and you do that again. And now usually within that 15-minute window, the kid has fallen asleep by then. But if not, you can always just grab yourself some earmuffs. That can sometimes work. And that was how to calm a crying baby, and no babies were harmed in the making of this video. High five. You want to, just for there it is.